Goodbye YouTube, hopefully y'all are having a good day today. Now I have something I would like to mention at the end of the battle, so please stick around for that. Anyways, today's opponent is going to be my friend ColinHeart. She does have a YouTube channel, although she doesn't upload. She says she might be uploading in the near future, so if you want to go subscribe to her now, then go ahead. Anyways, as you notice for my team, I'm actually using my Choice Band of Victini and Exceligor team with a Sableye, seeing as I need a spin blocker. And looking at my opponent's team, the one thing I was really scared about her team was the fact that she has Claydol and Roserade, which means she can basically get up as many hazards as she wants. And when I need a Rapid Spinner, I don't have a damn Rapid Spinner. So yeah, Roserade and Claydol are going to be the two biggest threats on her team. Also, my Milotic, if I lose my Raikou, I might as well just quit, just because I have nothing to take out that Milotic at that point. Anyways, she's going to be leading off with the Claydol, as I'm going to be leading off with my Exceligor. Now, instead of going for a layer of spikes, I actually go straight for the Bug Buzz. Knowing that it might not be a one-hit KO, I'm hoping it will be a two-hit KO. And luckily for me, it does turn out to be a two-hit KO, which means the following turn, knowing that she is going to be fearing the KO, she is going to be forced to switch out, which means I can get up a free layer of spikes as she brings in the Heracross. And instead of going for a second layer of spikes, I actually go for the Yawn. Now, the reason why I did this was because she could either A, leaving Heracross, finish off my Exceligor, and then Heracross will fall asleep, or B, switch out wanting to save Heracross, allow me to get up a second layer of spikes. So yeah, I get up my second layer of spikes for free as she does opt to switch into the Roserade, and I'm actually going to go for the Bug Buzz just to get off a bit of damage, thinking that she would finish me off, but she actually ends up going for her own layer of spikes. As the following turn, again, thinking she just might want to finish me off, I want to get some damage off on this Roserade, but she actually opts to go for the rest, which means the following turn, the switch out is pretty obvious. So what I'm going to do is actually go for the Bug Buzz, and on hindsight, maybe I should have gone for a third layer of spikes, but for some odd reason, she brings in the Houndoom. I'm not too sure why, but because she brought it in, the Sucker Punch is very, very obvious. So what I'm going to do is actually get up my third layer of spikes, and at this point, Exceligor has proven to done its job. I don't know English, I apologize, but I got up all three layers of spikes, and I can just leave it in for Death Fodder. As this turn, I'm going to bring in my Milotic and just go for the Dragon Tail, thinking it would actually finish it off, but Houndoom barely lives, although I will knock it down to a point where the hazards will finish it off, so I do not have to worry about Houndoom at all. And I Dragon Tail her out into the Meloetta, knowing I should be able to take any one hit from it. What I'm going to do is actually go for the Recover, showing to her that I do not carry the rest, which might actually prove to be a bit hurtful to me, especially if her Milotic is possibly carrying the Toxic, so I'm going to have to watch out for that. Now this turn, thinking she might just want to go for the close combat, I'm actually going to bring in my Sableye, but she makes a very good prediction and predicts me to bring in Sableye and goes for the Shadow Claw. Because it is neutral and not stabbed, it's not going to be doing too much damage to me, which means the following turn, I will be able to go for the Will-O-Wisp, seeing as if she did leave it in, I would have been able to burn it. So she brings in the Houndoom, and it does die off to the three layers of spikes as I thought it would. And now she's going to bring in the Roserade. I'm just going to go straight for the taunt because I want to prevent her from getting up any more layers of spikes. And I'm just basically going to leave in my Sableye for Death Fodder, seeing as I don't really need Sableye. I mean, yes, it does deal with Meloetta accordingly, but because I do have all three layers of hazards up, and I do still have Raikou, which is Scarfed, I know I don't really have to worry about it too much, so I'd rather just leave in Sableye for fodder and just make sure she doesn't get up a second or third layer of spikes. So she finishes off my Sableye, as now I can get a switch out into my Victini. Now I am banded, I don't give a damn if you're a Milotic, I'm gonna go straight for the V-Create. So she actually switches into the Claydol, predicting me to go for the Fusion Bolt, predicting her to bring in Milotic, and I utterly annihilate that damn thing, which means my hazards are here to stay. So now she's going to bring in the Milotic. Obviously, I don't want to take a possible Scald being at -2 special defense after the V-Create, so what I'm going to do is actually switch out, and she makes another good prediction, goes for the Dragon Tail, predicting me to switch out. Unfortunately for her, she ends up missing. Now, my leftovers actually went before her, so I'm thinking I will be faster than her, which is why I actually go for the Dragon Tail, but it turns out that it comes down to a speed tie, and she misses Dragon Tail again. Now, Dragon Tail does have a 10% chance to miss, and she just missed it twice in a row, which is really unfortunate, but hey, if Milotic run Roar, then you would run Roar. But yeah, I don't know what I'm going with this, but yeah, sorry about the misses. Anyways. I switched back out into my Victini, thinking she would go for the Giga Drain. Unfortunately for me, she ends up going for the second layer of spikes. And again, I don't give a damn if Milotic comes in. It's going to take damage from this V-Create. And she actually decides to leave in Roserade again, predicting me to predict her switch into Milotic, and I'm going to be able to just utterly annihilate that thing as she brings back in the Meloetta, because after the two layers of spikes and the rocks, I cannot bring back in my Victini. I have no choice but to leave it in basically for Death Fodder. As she goes for the Relic Song, she does transform into her step form, I believe this is, or pirouette form, I don't really know, which means I can get a free switch out into my Raikou. Now, because I am modest, I'm pretty confident that this Volt Switch will be able to finish it off, but it lives on 1%. So now my Raikou is going to have to take another turn of entry hazard damage that it shouldn't have taken before if I had just gone for the damn Thunderbolt, but no, I had to be an idiot and go for the Volt Switch. So I finish off the Meloetta as she brings in the Heracross, and even after 3 Lash Spikes, Thunderbolt is not going to be able to finish off Heracross, which means I am going to be forced to switch out as she does just go for the safe close combat this turn. It really didn't matter what I went for, seeing as Earthquake would do nothing to my Milotic, and if I get up hazards and do manage to finish off my Milotic, I will be able to actually bring a Heracross down to a point where a modest Scarf Thunderbolt from Raikou will be able to finish it off. But yeah, she goes for the Scald, fails to finish me off. As I go for the Earthquake, she lives on like 20%, and she's going to go for the rest. Unfortunately, I don't carry the taunt, which means I can't prevent her from going for Sleep Talk. Now this is where the key moment of the battle happens. So Sleep Talk gives your Pokemon a chance to pull one of its 3 other moves. In this case, Milotic can either get the Dragon Tail, get the Scald, or get the rest. Now if she gets Dragon Tail or Scald, then she basically wins the battle. But I do have a chance for her to pull the rest, and if she does end up pulling the rest, then I know I will be able to win this battle. And here comes the moment of truth, and she pulls the rest, which means my Raikou, the following turn, will be able to finish off the Milotic and finish off her Heracross for the very, very narrow 2-0 victory in my favor. So yeah, I got extremely lucky on that turn, which never happens seeing as I have bad luck all the time. But yeah, what I wanted to mention to you guys was, for those of you who celebrate Thanksgiving, you will know that that is actually right around the corner. And something I want to say that I'm thankful for is all of you guys, all of my subscribers, everybody who likes my videos, everybody who watches my videos, everybody who comments, who favorites, who shares my videos. I want to thank every single one of you. Without you guys, I would not be narrating or uploading. So yeah guys, please continue doing what you're doing. Enjoy the rest of your day. And if you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like, leave a comment, and I do believe I'm out of here. Haha, later.